Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having an incredible start to your day. Happy Tuesday. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And today, I want to talk to you about two secrets of all great leaders. These are two things that all the great leaders do that a lot of people don't do. So what are these secrets? I was listening to I was actually on the app Clubhouse yesterday, and I was in a room, great room, listening to some incredible minds. And one gentleman that's had a lot of success in this industry, in this home-based business arena, said something that I've heard before, but it was so profound that as soon as I heard it, I was like, yep, that's what our discussion is going to be about tomorrow morning. And here's what he said. Take a little bit more than your share of the blame and take a little bit less than your share of the credit. See, that's one of the things, that's something that great leaders do. Mark, good morning, buddy. Again, take a little bit more of your share of the blame and take a little bit less of your share of your share of the credit. See, a lot of leaders never have had a good idea in their mind that wasn't theirs. A lot of leaders never experience a mistake that wasn't their fault. A lot of people point the finger. A lot of people play the blame game. If you want to be a great leader, you never point the finger. You never go out and do the blame game. See, if you think about, coaches, in football, you think about, good morning, Peter, good morning, Geraldo. You think about individuals like Mr. Bill Belichick. Anytime the team loses, when he gets interviewed after the game and they're like, oh, this person, and the reporters are like, oh, well, this person had struggles today. Can you tell me more about that? Here's what he always says. Yeah, I could have done a better job preparing them. I could have done a better job with the, with the game plan. Now, does the team in real life share a little bit of the responsibility? Absolutely, but here's what a great leader realizes. A great leader realizes I could have done more to prepare the team, and if I had done a better job preparing, then we would have never ever been in that situation. So some words that are very, very powerful to be able to say is, it's my fault. Don't, you know what? It's my fault. You know what? I accept the responsibility. And you know what? When you can say things like that, your team rallies around you. Your team wants to play for you. Your team sees you as somebody that they want to go out and follow to the finish line. Imagine, and again, here's the other one. Take less credit for the victory. Something that Coach Bear Bryant, the Arkansas football coach, here's something that he said about, one of the secrets he learned about winning games. He said, if all things go bad, I did it. If some things go pretty well, we did it. If things go really well, you did it. So again, take a little bit less than your share of the blame and take a little bit more of your share of the blame and take a little bit less of your share of the credit. John Wooden was the master of this. John Wooden was somebody who says it's amazing what can be accomplished with a team if no one is concerned with who gets the credit. See, imagine, an interview with somebody like Coach Belichick, and they were like, oh, it was an incredible, game today. You guys won. It was amazing. How'd you do? Imagine if he was like, oh, it was because of the playbook. It was because of the plays that I called. Imagine if he took all the credit. Would you agree there's no I in team? You got to go out and, when things are bad, stress me. When things are good, stress we. So again, take a little bit more of your share of the blame and take a little bit less of your share of the credit. And you know what? This is something that I believe is important in relationships as well, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother level of discussion. But, again, these are two lessons of leadership that I learned many years ago that I heard yesterday in that discussion on Clubhouse that I just thought was really important to bring to everybody, this morning. Again, I wasn't the one that came up with this. I heard it yesterday. It was a good reminder, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that discussion, hoping somebody could get a benefit of it. And you know what? If you got a benefit out of today's conversation, hit the share button so somebody else can grab value from it as well. And go ahead and, drop a comment. I want you to drop a couple of comments. I want you to drop a comment that says, we did it. Drop a comment that says, we did it. Drop another comment that says, it's my fault. Drop another comment that says, you did it. So if you can get used to saying those things, it's my fault, we did it, you did it, Let me tell you this, you can go out and when you pass credit on to other people, give credit where credit's due, when you can lift other people up, here's what happens. You empower people. You give people recognition. And you know what I know about recognition is that babies cry for it and grown men die for it. So go out and help your team, build themselves up. Go out and empower them. Go out and tell them, their accomplishments. Go out and tell them, what it is that they did. Go out and tell them, every time that they do something that's good, make sure you let them know because it'll allow people to go out and believe in themselves, which can allow them to be the leaders that they were meant to be. And you know what? It's good to, be able to accomplish something yourself, but there's a whole nother level of fulfillment when you see your team winning. So guys, again, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. Drop some comments today. Drop some comments. Let's practice what we learned. Drop some comments that said, we did it. Drop a comment that says, you did it. And drop a comment that says, it's my fault. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Have an amazing Tuesday. And we'll see you on tomorrow morning's message.